I'm Adam Smolik, and I'm the Executive Director of Film Training Manitoba, and we're here in the offices of FTM.
Great.
Do you want another one? The film industry really has progressed in a really interesting way over the last number of decades. And so with that came a need to have training.
Hey, good to see you. Adam, yeah, Film Training Manitoba. Good to see you again. Yeah.
We've been conducting the Film Expo now for, I think, close to 20 years.
Hi, guys. Hi. Good to see you.
It's been a really great program that's been really popular. It sells out every year.
Please make sure that the name tag is written nice and big. This is perfect as Day is done right here, so follow her lead.
We want you to feel really comfortable. We want you to get your hands on the camera systems. And so if you're new, you've never done that before, that's cool. That's why we're doing this.
And action.
Every year, new camera systems are being introduced by manufacturers. So Film Training Manitoba wants to ensure that we get a hold of those cameras and actually get them in the hands of technicians.
Little pen to your right.
Very few productions have that time for people to receive training. And so on our end of things, we always want to make sure that when we're carrying out a program that time is put in so that the technician is getting hands-on time with the instructor and with cameras or software or whatever the program is.
Shot on that type of camera most likely, so Blackmagic camera.
Certainly one of the things that I see that FTM has been so fantastic at is responding to the demands of the industry in real time.
If you can't find your stuff?
This, for instance, is the 6th or 7th time I've been to the Film Expo. This time is totally different from the previous time.
Or a documentary or a TV series,
There's always little insights and new pieces that I'm picking up. It's never just a repeat of the same kind of cookie cutter course, and that's something that I find really, really exciting.
And action on rehearsal.
I should also make mention, we evaluate everything we do at Film Training Manitoba, and that information is really, really valuable for us to be able to program future workshops and courses.
I've looked at every single evaluation that we've ever taken in ever since I started. You actually really have to weigh those and look at them because you'll find really good information on participant evaluations. Oh, this is cool. When Film Training Manitoba's doors first opened in 1999, so this was the invitation that we actually sent out. My first introduction to Film Training Manitoba was when I was 19. I took the bus downtown and I walked into the office and I walked up to the front desk and I said, I would really like to be a director. And the person looked at me and she said, well, we don't do that here. And I was like, okay. And I walked out and I said, oh my goodness, that was like the worst thing I could have said to the person. But they should have actually said at the time, hey, but there's all these other things in the film industry. And I think sometimes when people think of the film industry, they immediately think actors, directors, producers. But you don't often know about all the other great positions. I think it's a really big mistake to kind of do this thing where you say, I'm setting this goal where I'm going to be in this advanced level position or I'm not going to be in that industry at all. Often what you see on a film set is you start off in one area, but then an opening comes and then the supervisor will say, hey, we're looking for someone. Are you available? So proximity is a really key element of jobs and careers. You often really won't know what area is the best fit for you until you actually get into the industry. I often worked as a stand-in. I also worked in the locations department. I worked in the camera department on some productions. I directed 2 feature-length films. I had worked on about 30 different film projects. And then I found out about a job opening at FTM, interviewed for it, and I got into the organization. Today is a really unique session. We reached out to the Ukrainian Congress of Canada. They are partnering with Film Training Manitoba for an information session about jobs and careers in the film industry. And because we've had this great amount of Ukrainian refugees coming to Canada in the last number of years, we've been conducting this session, and this is actually our 4th time having it. We really have to as an agency, really identify what the needs are of our participants, of working professionals in the film industry. Our programming often has really important networking that takes place. We want to make sure that there is that time at our sessions where people can get a chance to meet each other, but it's important people do it to be connected with the industry. In a given year, we have anywhere from about 40 or 60 individual workshops, programs, training courses, as well as internships and mentorships.
When you work as an executive director, I will tell you that you're working all the time. I tend to work a 6-day work week, but that's by choice because I get such fulfillment out of the programming. Often, and you have to work in the evenings too, and it's like you're wired in all the time. So you have to really like what you do to be successful at it.
We have a great staff that work here that are very much passionate about training and skills development as well.
My goal when I was in university was just make film, but also, help others within the film community. So this is exactly where I envisioned myself. I'm so grateful to be a part of it.
Getting involved with Film Training Manitoba, I got to learn more about what each person does, what each department does. I've also had to play a part in helping develop some of the courses and working with the instructors. So getting to be involved in that aspect, getting that information out of the instructor's head, making sure that the course goes through and there's some interactive learning component, helping develop the materials is really a great learning experience as well.
So today we're at the Supporting Women in Film Trades Conference. So the conference is for writers, directors, actors, costume designers, hair and makeup, anyone that is working within the film industry whose position is trades related. We looked as an organization at the film and television industry about how to grow it. And we knew that there wasn't as many women working in trades related positions. So we decided, well, how would we go about improving that?
We work with a committee of women film professionals that help us address the things that we can improve on or change.
An event like this of this scale is an enormous undertaking of coordinating and organizing and managing.
It takes a full year to plan and carry that event out.
So our networking session is going to start right now after we finish the evaluations. And then it's going to go to final. It's an enormously satisfying thing to have people undertake learning and skills development. I really enjoy the element of seeing people be successful in jobs and careers. And when you see someone take a training session and then you find out that they've been promoted or that they've used those skills to go on in their careers, you really feel like you're doing something that's really great work.
The impact that Film Training Manitoba has had on the Manitoba production industry is, I don't think we would be anywhere near where we are without it.
I'm very passionate to see our province do well. And there's just so much opportunity here in Manitoba. There is such great success here. And it's going to continue, and people are going to continue to work hard. And I feel in a modest way that I can really help and help other people do well. I hope I'm not too serious in this interview too, but I love this stuff, so.
Hey, congratulations, you made it to the end of the episode. Now we want to give a big thank you to Adam Smolik from Film Training Manitoba for being a part of this episode and for sharing amazing advice on how to get into the film industry. Now we're curious, are you interested in a career in film? Comment below what job you'd like to pursue, and while you're down there you can press that little subscribe button. So we'll see you in the next one. All right, see ya.